Okay, I'm entering the property. The morning is dated on the metadata file for this video. After having spoken with Jessica, she denies having done any work on the property. I'm entering back into the property now, where you can clearly see that there has been some level of work done. They started trying to peel and repaint property while our things were still on the property. There's clear evidence of that, as you see, like the large paint chips and things that are on the floor. We call the police. While my granddaughter's things are like right there. Okay, they didn't even try to like cover or remove anything. These are all fresh paint chippings, as you can see, and peelings from where they moved the furnishings out of place. They're saying that they didn't do anything is just absurd, you know? They didn't try and drop any type of cloth or anything before doing work. You can see where the possessions that are here actually have chips of paint on them, where it was done. God. This is a picture of, you can see that, where paint was actually dropped on the strap, the table that was here, so you can't say that it wasn't painted. It wasn't painted after, because clearly these things are on top of our possessions. This paint chippings, the dust, everything. And where they did this, you can see all of this was done in and around our property. The chips are still there on the floor. The chips that were pulled off where they repainted. They tried to repaint, sand and repaint is what she said they were doing. And how they're just so unimaginable. It's so unimaginable to me that people would attempt to do that with a baby's things right there. Even after you tell them, hey, don't do that. Don't enter the property. Don't contaminate my daughter's things. Don't contaminate my daughter's property, because if you do, the police will be called. They are completely unconscionable and have done exactly that. So this is just videotape verifying what they will lie and deny. The screen that they've taken out and they replaced the possessions here on the property was in the window prior to us leaving. They actually moved. It's just, these people are just, like I said, unconscionable. It's just amazingly unconscionable. But as you can see, there's plenty. Still, there's things that they haven't rectified. They started work. They haven't finished. But to even start the work, while my daughter's things are present on the property, is just completely unconscionable. So, oh God. This is the kitchen area. You can see where they actually, this is our refrigerator that has gotten paint on it. The paint was not on it when we came here. It's a refrigerator that we bought to the property. They damaged it where they redid the woodwork around and got paint and things on it. Okay, they got paint on their own, but that's their property. We're not really concerned with that. These are more paint chips and things in the kitchen area from where the paint was peeled and things to be redone. Where woodwork and things, they tried to take out woodwork to replace it. I'm going to go upstairs now to the upstairs. We're going now through the living room again. I just want you to see, they have the paint chips and things just literally laying on and around our property, where they made no attempt to cover anything or do things, the abatement, lawfully on any level. I'm sorry. I'm going to take my time moving through the property so that I get a clear picture of the living room and we can see what's going on. How the paint chips and things are literally on on the possessions, on the floor, close around, all around. My granddaughter's things, where they started doing the removal. You can see these are fresh chips, moving chips, not. I'm heading now upstairs. You can see the paint chips and things where they're just amazing. That they, what they were carrying out from up here, because there's paint chips spread through the hallway on the floor and things. So I don't know what portion exactly they were working on to say, oh, I know that they sanded and redid a lot of the woodworks here where I pointed out where the paint was chipping. So I'm going to assume those paint chips and things that we see around are from them attempting to redo the peeling and chipping woodwork in the property. So we have clear pictures of all that, and we're going to move forward. I don't want my granddaughter. The suitcase is quite dusted. It wasn't. You can see the white dust on it. I just, these people are just, my mouth is just becoming very dry entering the property. I don't know how healthy it is for me to be here. I don't know, these are areas that, I don't know, it's hard to see what they've done in here, because I see chips and things on the floor if they've gone into the bedroom area to do the abatement in there. And to the back area here. I'll look around and check and see where they started working around the woodworks and things, and they left the paint chips on the woodwork that they tried to repaint, I guess. They were supposed to be removing, and this was supposed to be done while we were still present in the property, our possessions. We asked for it not to begin. They did some stripping and some repainting. There you see the chips and things on the floor. And what kind of cloth they had out over here. My daughter maybe had the cloth out over here, but you can see the peeling, where they started to do. And clearly didn't use a drop cloth. She said that they were going to focus on the woodwork, which apparently they did. And in focusing on it, stripping it or whatever, they just did a quick job, I guess, of trying to pick up what was peeling. I don't know whether they stopped work before or after. Leaving back out from the property now. I just want to not miss anything. You can see the chips and things on the stairs coming down, paint chips. So you can see that the property's clearly been contaminated with work done. Our furnishings have been damaged with paint residue on them that was not there. So, oh,